Hello and welcome everyone to the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series. I am Joe Robert. Welcome to Chicagoland. We're here for the third race of the Midwest Days of Thunder Cup Series. And we're just getting qualifying finished right now. Isaac Danger is on the top right now. Qualified 8:30.19, just ahead of Andrew Kolb. So it should be a good race today. We are going to get a quick ad break in for the sponsor, and we'll be getting the national anthem taken care of. So we'll be right back for the start of the Cup race, the Pipe Layer 150, presented by Brick City Plumbing.
Broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, everybody, we are back, and we're about ready to get going for this race. So let's go over the starting lineup for today. Driving the number 98 High Point Ford is going to be Isaac Danger. He's going to be on the pole. Andrew Kolb is going to be in second. Ethan Flanagan third. Angel Hernandez is going to be fourth. Justin Barkley fifth. John Nidek is going to be sixth. Justin Malarkey is going to be seventh. Matt Forens is going to be eighth. Eric Warman is going to be ninth. And Mike Buckley 10th. Anthony Frey is going to be 11th. And Pete Van Sprundell is going to be 12th. Josh Grosso is going to be in 14th. And this is the only thing I don't like when they move away on STK, because you lose track of where they are. In 13th is going to be Michael Giberson. 16th is going to be Derek Schimmel. 15th should be Stephen McComas. As everyone is getting caught back up right now. 18th should be Alan Kunis, and Michael Gervey is going to be 17th. 19th is going to be, looks like Thomas Stanley, and 21st is going to be Greg Klein. Steve Davis is going to be 23rd, and Connor Darnell is going to be 22nd, and Robin Nicole is going to be starting in last in 24th position in the Planter Peanut Ford. Should be a interesting race today. We saw Auto Club last week. Not a ton of cautions, so we're expecting this race to be rather long with very few interruptions. Our stages today are going to be lap 40 and lap 85.
Green, green, green.
Danger's going to lead him down the line, and we are going to be green. Good start by Ethan, who's going to get right up to the bumper of Isaac. Everyone else on the high side did not get the best start, so everyone's going to stack up a little bit on the high side, but everyone's going to try to migrate to the bottom, it looks like, as fast as possible. Just get in line, get to your spot so you can run this curved backstretch. Now, Chicagoland does have a decent amount of lines you can take. It doesn't look like the bottom is going to be the exact best so far, but that second from top lane seems like it's probably going to be the best choice. Got one car going way down, and you might be seeing that a few times a day. When the cars go on the front stretch, it could definitely get a lot of advantage
Caution,
by
yellow
cutting
flag.
off the track. And we already have a caution. Who's that? Looks like it is Connor Darnell. Ooh, that's a big one. We're going to have to rewind that just a little bit. Looks like it happened just a little bit farther up in the pack. Looks like Alan Kunis got rolled up on, it appears. Looks like, yep, just got absolutely slammed into. And keep in mind, there's no resets either. The 36 got into it, the 92 got into it. Spin around just on the second lap also, so see him getting into it too. Just nowhere to go. And believe that was all involved. Definitely got the worst of it though. Did Darnell. So if he's someone that's going to be most damaged, I would say it's him. Everyone else looks okay, but that appears to be, ooh, he has no rear end. So that's not going to be good for him. Unfortunate just to get caught up in a big wreck just 2 laps into the race. But it appears that Ethan Flanagan was not able to make the pass, though, on Danger. He had a good chance, though, but just did not get into it. Got a decent amount of cars down pit road. 15th on back, all is in the pit lane. Doesn't look like all of them do have damage. It appears that some of them maybe just be topping off on fuel. Maybe the stage is pretty short on fuel. I'm actually going to see if I can maybe get myself a crew chief in here to talk about fuel strategy. Let's see if I can find a crew chief that would like to talk to us. Let's see if any of the crew chiefs currently are hanging around. Let's get Isaac Wilson up in here. See if he wants to talk to us about fuel. Isaac, this is Joe in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, what's going on, man?
All right, just want to ask. I did notice a couple of cars come down pit road. How is the fuel going to be looking for today's race? What is the amount of fuel that you think that you can get on a run without cautions?
So after talking with my guys during practice, they said about 37 laps, which is why we had Pete going. He's running towards the back, so he's not going to lose too many. So we're going to test something out based on if an early caution comes out next stage, see what the fuel run's going to be looking like.
Yeah, because next stage it appears to be 5 laps longer, but keep in mind there's also going to be laps run under caution, so it's going to be about the same anyway. But do you think that you'll be able to get a full run if cautions do not fly?
Yeah, if we can get stage 2 no cautions, people are going to have to pit. That's going to be at least 40 plus laps we're going to do. And the most my guys were getting in practice was about 37, 38. So it can become a fuel strategy if people want to push it that far, but I don't think you can push an extra 4 or 5 laps.
Well, good thing the caution came out then, because you're not going to have to worry about saving an extra lap or two.
Possibly, we'll see. They cut it close to stage, and if you run out on that final lap, you're kind of out of luck when you come to pit lane because you're going to coast all the way around.
All right, well, we should be getting one to go this time by, so we'll get you back in with your team, and good luck. Today, let's see if one of your guys can pull out the win.
All right, later, man.
Later. All right, that was Isaac Wilson, crew chief for Speed Demon. To look at the Speed Demon team right now, that would be Justin Malarkey, Ethan Flanagan, Stephen McComas, and Pete Van Sprundell. Malarkey is... Where is Malarkey? Malarkey's in 8th. Ethan's in 2nd. McComas, he's in 19th, the only guy that pitted on the team. And Van Sprundell is in 10th. So we're going to be getting back to green this time by... Pace lights are off. And chat, who are you rooting for today? Let's see if we can get some people up in the chat. Who do you like? I'll tell you what though, guys. Isaac might be a surprise today. He's been decent the last few races, and only a single driver on a team, so maybe he'll be able to get one out today.
Green flag.
Big
green
lead
flag.
off in the Geico restart zone, and we are back green. Ethan got a much better start than last time on the high side, but the high side does seem to check up just a little bit. We're almost going 3 wide in the back, but everyone decides to get back in the line. Nidek was thinking about maybe pulling it 3 wide, but did not. 2 wide down the back straightaway. Andrew Kolb is the only other person to not have to deal with anyone on his inside. And it looks like Ethan is managing to get out as well. Let's see if anyone's going to be attempting to make some early passes right now. The 57 getting shuffled way up high. And going to get in the wall, too. He's going to lose a ton of positions. Justin Barkley falling like a rock. And that's going to put him already back to 13th and probably going to lose even more. Looking on the right side of the car, doesn't look like too much damage. But definitely going to be slowed down right now. Got a big line of cars now. Everyone's starting to spread out. Now, keep in mind, 550 package. We ran this a couple of years ago in Cup. Well, actually, just last year we were running the 550 package. But it is a package that can make it difficult to get away from the cars. Now, the cars don't really pull on Chicagoland as we may see on other tracks, such as, Auto Club like we did last week. But it can be a very difficult task to pass. So long run, you definitely want to be good at with this car because tire wear can mean a lot with these vehicles. We got one car down pit road. We're going to try to see who that is. It appears to be Ethan Flanagan down pit road in the 35 Mirage. Ford, do not know what is wrong with him. He'll be coming down to his pit stall very, very slowly. Nothing appears to be wrong on the car, but it appears he just maybe had a penalty. I have no idea. It looks like he had a stop-and-go penalty, perhaps. So now what he's going to want to do is he's going to want to hope to stay on the lead lap. Let's see where the leaders are, and they might catch him, and they definitely are going to want to put him a lap down. And it looks like he is going to get put a lap down. So that's going to be 1 lap down for Ethan. And I believe he's the only car lap down, perhaps. We're going to let the things go through. Yeah, he is going to be the only car one lap down, so lucky for him, it should not affect him that much should everything stay how it is. Hasn't processed yet, but we got a 3-wide battle almost in the back. Ethan just kind of rolling on the bottom, kind of stuck there, just not able to really do much of anything. Anthony Frey looking on the bottom of the 73. In the number 6, Mark Martin. Eric Carr, he drove that car, I think he started that in 2002. So bringing back some old classic schemes in Cup. Looks like the 96 is trying to get over on the 57, forces the 57 low, and it looks like he'll probably be able to get the easy pass. It looks like the high side is probably going to be the better line today, as it just looks like you're getting no momentum off the bottom side and just seem to be really, really loose. So we'll see if that will continue to be the case, but it seems if you're going low, it seems like everyone's having a real rough time. As we see, Tony's just able to get past the 13 pretty much easily as well. Does not have any draft help as well. I mean, the draft is not that effective, but definitely is going to do more for you than not being in it. Josh Grosso, one of our highest movers. He's up to 6-8 positions up from where he started. And looking to perhaps break into the top 5. Get the gaps going here right now. And get the old classic. The little tower. The just roll straight through. Looks like there's going to be a challenge for 4th. But Angel Hernandez, looks like he'll be able to hold Matt Forns off. He's going to drive right down to the bottom. But Angel should have the run off the top and the help with the wind as well. Matt Forns looking, but yeah, it just not is going to happen. Andrew Kolb going to be fighting for the lead on the bottom, and I don't think he's going to have it. Might have some help from Nidick, but just not able to get it. And he's going to want to slot in real fast before John can take that position on the high side. So Andrew Cole might be thinking it's time to run the Larson line perhaps, and he gets into the wall just a little bit loose, but manages to stay in it. So he's going to be a little bit slow. Hopefully not a lot of damage to the car. I don't see anything wrong with it, but it's going to kick him back a couple positions and not what he wanted. Looks like Tony Frey might be challenging him as well, and maybe that's a case of a little bit too eager because Tony's now going to be stuck on the bottom and does not look like he's going to have any help as well. Everybody running the high side. Got a big line. It's almost like you're running the draft at Daytona with all the cars in the line that we got right now. And Kolb hits the wall again. Not a good run for Andrew right now in the chopper cam. Going to see a good view of Andrew Kolb dropping like a rock. Was in second, challenging for the lead, and now he's back into 9th place. One car in the back that we have a look at is going to be Steve Davis, who is running in 14th right now, making his way up from near the back of the pack. I believe he started from the pits. Was registered as 24th. I don't remember going over him in the lineup. Yeah, we can see a good view of Steve Davis right now challenging for the 13th spot. The 13th spot is going to fall back to the 80 truck of Pete Van Sprundell. But you can see just the run in the in-car that he is getting when he goes up high. And you can see even with Pete, he's just not able to really hold it down that low. You got to really be careful down low. You just cannot get the good runs off of it. But even you can see the battle here from Mike Buckley. Yeah, just not working well at all on the bottom. But that's going to put Steve Davis up 12 positions in 12th place. So good run for Steve. Let's see if he can continue to pick them off one by one. One car that's dropped, and we haven't really seen much of him since he started dropping. He hit the wall. That is going to be Justin Barkley, falling back to 14th. Started 5th. He's down 9 spots. Here is the brother of, or cousin, I'm not sure, of John. This is Joe Nedick. He's going to be in the 24. He's up in the 10th, up 5 spots from where he began. Driving a old Jeff Gordon car. I can't really make out the sponsor on that car. Let's see if we can get a closer view. It is Busch. I don't recall Jeff ever running the Busch scheme, but got some Busch latte, it appears. So I wonder how that would be if that was actually a thing. Busch latte. Josh Grosso, though, he is on a run, and it looks like Angel Hernandez is too, and Isaac Danger is going to be forced down to the bottom, and I think he may lose the position. Angel Hernandez to the lead. Oh, big crash. Josh Grosso saves it, but he gets absolutely smacked into the wall. We're going to go back just a little bit. We're going to look at that crash, or almost a crash, because he got body slammed into the wall. Let's see if we can get a better view, perhaps. I think if we can get a... Ooh, I don't know. This one should be good. See, it looks like the 98's just kind of trailing up. And, yeah, just smacks him. Goes airborne, and that's definitely not going to help his car. And he just lost it a little bit. Everyone manages to evade him, but Josh Grosso, in his big gains, are all going to be falling back now. So he could have managed to be a lot worse from that. Let's take a quick look at the rear. Yeah, it does have a little bit of damage on the 8 car, but it is not too terrible. So might have to get that fixed, but you can see the tire kind of sticking out. So he's definitely going to have to work with a lot of aero damage, and these cars can be very, very aero dependent. So we'll see how he will manage that. But yeah, you can see the right front. He could even be a tire rub. If that was a thing in iRacing, that would make a lot of drivers pretty unhappy if tire rubs were a thing. But keep in mind also Isaac, he falls back to 4th due to that. Anthony Frey in the 6th, and John Neidick, teammates in Latte, they are both 1 and 2 right now. So Latte making some good gains. Up in the 2nd and 3rd at 25 of 150 down so far in today's race. Only one caution flag. That was on lap 2. Make sure that we invite some people into the Twitch chat if you're able, but we are going to take a quick moment to put the sponsor in the Twitch chat. If you want to, I put it in the wrong place. We're going to get the Twitch chat with our sponsor today for the Pipewire 150. If you want to check out the Brick City Plumbing for more details. All right, Angel Hernandez leading in the Toyota. We only got 4 Toyotas, actually 5 Toyotas, and he is the only one that's even in the top 20. Well, almost. Thomas Stanley is the only other Toyota that's in the top 20. He is in 19th. So Toyota's not doing too hot today. The only one that's looking good right now is Angel Hernandez. Steve Davis, though, continuing to absolutely climb up into 10th spot now, finally getting into the top 10. And it seems like the top 10 have really split off then, because once we get back to 12th, we can really see a kind of a gap form. It's not a humongous gap, but it's definitely going to make it even more difficult for them to catch up. And wondering, though, if anyone's going to need to come down and pit for fuel, specifically the guys that did not pit under the last caution. I don't think that's going to be necessary, because I'm assuming that they were saving. Well, we have time for a question. By the way, guys, we're going to have a quiz question right before we go to commercial at the end of the stage. So I will type that in chat, and if you know the answer, feel free to get that in. So stay tuned for that. Happened about 21 years ago, maybe, this question, for a little bit of a hint. Andrew Kolb managing to get his way back up in the field. Was involved in a little bit of an incident earlier. Well, actually, a couple times. He hit the wall a good few times. Luckily for him, the damage is not as bad as some other guys, but definitely not enviable for that Ally 11 either. But managing to run 7th is not that bad either. Derek Schimmel, one of the guys that are only in the back that are up a couple positions. And same with Rob Nicole, the only Canadian in the field, bringing that Planter Peanuts number 52 up to 18th spot. So he is one of the guys that did take fuel, so we'll see if he will make any gains by that strategy. Now keep in mind, when we were talking to our crew chief, he said that it's going to be a little bit sketchy next stage on fuel, so probably not going to see any early entrances in the pit road. But we don't know. We will see if that will happen. Isaac Danger just went off track. He's in the grass, so I'm wondering what happened to Isaac. We're going to have to take a quick look at what happened to Isaac. Oh, there's more to this, I see. Well, I know he walled someone earlier. I can't imagine people were giving him the amount of room that they wanted, but he kind of just slid up on Kolb and got right into Matt Thorns. So Danger, a little bit dangerous today. He's hit a couple people. Next thing he just needs to hit is the pace car and we'll be good. But off track, yeah, he definitely lost a lot of time. And that's going to put him down to 19th spot. And looks like a few people got scared with him coming back on the track. But, yeah, not in a great position now. In 19th. So our pole sitter is way far back from where he started. Anthony Frey and John Nidek, they are still running in 1 and, well, actually 2 and 3. But one thing I did notice is Ethan has managed to unlap himself. So that's very good for Ethan. Now, I'm pretty sure that the 42 would prefer to put him a lap down just so he can have to fiddle with the lucky dog and be put at the very, very end of the field. But we'll see if Angel is going to try to do that to Ethan with just a couple of laps to go on the stage. And John Nidek also, he's going to be going for the lead, and that's what Ethan wants to see, because Ethan just does not want to go a lap down. Even though he would be the lucky dog, just does not want to see that happen. And I did notice that Coons is out of the race as well, so unfortunate for him. Was involved in an early wreck, and it sucks to just get taken out on lap 2. Got Justin Malarkey up into 3rd. Looks like he's trying to make the pass with Anthony Frey up top. Seems like the bottom's coming in a little bit better now, but just still not enough to really get past anybody. And we're going to see, really, I'm wondering if Angel Hernandez or John are going to try to get past Ethan, because Ethan's a strong player. I mean, you can see this by him just unlapping himself. He was pretty far back, so it's a guy that you don't want on the lead lap. And Angel Hernandez looks like he might be getting by him. Now, he'll be a lucky dog, keep in mind, but, you know, just you want to inconvenience Ethan as much as possible because you don't want to deal with him. So it looks like Angel Hernandez is going to get a 1 car length advantage on Ethan, but just wondering if Ethan is going to have enough to pass him back. Got 2 laps to go on the stage. And Angel Hernandez looks like he might be looking for a second win, perhaps. Not sure if he'll be able to get it today, but we shall see. The Daytona winner coming around with just a couple of laps to go. And I think this should be pretty settled with the top spot, because Angel Hernandez has a lap car between them. I know he's going to be trying to make a challenge, but not sure if he'll be able to do that. But Angel Hernandez should be coming around to get the stage win. And it looks like Ethan just is not going to have enough. So Angel Hernandez should come around and win this first stage. Off the final turn. Photo finish for the stage. I think Ethan got him. Caution is yet to fly. So it looks like maybe they're going to go another lap.
Caution.
There we
Yellow
go.
flag.
Yellow flag finally out. And luckily, I think Ethan had the advantage. It looks like he did. So good for him. We got one car. Connor Darnell, I'm wondering if he just lost the car, perhaps. He's coming down pit road. And they're in a closed pit there, bud, so I'm not sure if he's going to be able to do that. Caution flag is out. We'll go to pit road in just a moment. They're going to all have to catch the pace car. So we'll take a look at pit road, do a commercial, and we'll get the quiz question. But actually, we'll do the quiz question right now while we wait for them to come down pit road. All right, we got a first time chatting here. Oh, Zach Z, great broadcast. Tony got the W. All right, we thinking Tony's going to win tonight? All right, well, here is the question. I'm going to type it in chat. All right, who won the first Cup race at Chicagoland in 2001? Who won the first Cup race at Chicagoland in 2001? Everybody down pit road this time. Got one or two cars. Looks like they're staying out so they can get the wave. Not sure how they're going to be on fuel right now. Everybody looks like they're coming in pit road just fine. See Anthony Frey, one of the favorites in the chat right now. But yeah, everybody come down, and here is the exit. There is a 98 who absolutely not at a good stage, and the 42 and the 5 are going to be out, and Malarkey is out. Kolb manages to have a really good pit stop. It's going to be the 6 and then the 55 as well. So we got some good movers on pit road. Steve Davis, I would say, is probably one of the best ones. Same with Andrew Kolb on that pit stop. Anthony Frey lost a couple. And Rob Nicole is going to be the leader. I'm not sure if he's just going to try to lead a lap, but we'll be right back with a break. Back, and yeah, the Planter Peanut car did come down pit road. We'll be giving the answer to the question in just one moment. Give everyone a couple of seconds to ponder past NASCAR races. Now keep in mind the stage is going to be at 85, so it's going to be just a little longer than this stage. But with cautions and whatnot, it's going to be about the same. So keep in mind we are running under caution. Right now it's our second caution of the day. And we only had one for cause, and that was on lap number 2. So got 44 laps down this time, and I think we'll be going green next time by. Yes, we will. Pace car lights are off, so we'll be going green next time by. And we will be revealing the driver who won. In the chat, the winner was Happy Harvick, Kevin Harvick. He won not only the first race, but he also won the second race in 2002. But those were his only wins at Chicagoland. He did not ever return to victory lane after 2002. So, with that being said, we're about to get back green at Chicagoland today. Let's see who will win now. Don't know if we'll ever be returning back to Chicagoland. It was a interesting track. Wish I could have attended a race here at one point.
Green flag.
Never got a chance to, but we're going to be getting green. Angel Hernandez, big jump, and he'll be getting it back to green. See if he can become the first multi-time winner this season. Just 2 races in. Well, actually 3 races in. He won Daytona. Andrew Kolb won last week at Auto Club. So we're going to see if Angel Hernandez is going to be able to get the multi-time win. Now, keep in mind here with John and Anthony, the 2 guys I've been really paying attention to, is that they started not in the best positions, but definitely were in pretty good ones. But they were managing to get through the field pretty well. So I'm wondering if they're going to be even better at this stage. Another person I'm definitely going to keep my eye on is Steve Davis. Guy who I didn't expect really to be up here at this point. In 6th place. Did really great on his pit stop. Thinking he was managing his tires extremely well. So don't sleep on Steve Davis because he might surprise you today. He's been methodically coming up through the field. Up 18 spots. No one is even close to that. The second person up 10 is Stephen McComas. He's in 9th. Actually just fell back. He was in 8th. But yeah, Stephen McComas is going up pretty well, as well with Joe Nidek and Anthony Frey as well. He's up 7. Same with Derek Schimmel as well. We got 3 wide. Looks like people are a little bit scared of all Isaac Danger being a little dangerous today. Not sure he's going to be happy about that, but I don't know. Maybe we'll hear from Gary if Gary wants to talk to us later. But Isaac has been running a very interesting race. Even though he's gotten a few incidents, he's still managing to hang up there. Wondering if he'll be able to reclaim the top spot. We will see about that. One car looking down low. That's going to be the... I can't really read what that car is in the 96 of Schimmel. Almost gets in the back of the 6, though, on the bottom. And got to keep an eye on John, too. The guy who's carrying the sponsor of the... Oh, no. That is Angel Hernandez in the wall, and we got a spin here. Davis, no!
Yellow flag.
Oh, no. Big crash into the wall, and that is going to be the end of Steve Davis's day, and it's going to be the end of a few more as well. Big crash in turn number 3, and we're going to have to take a look at that. Steve Davis was having an amazing day, and it just all went up into the wall. We're going to take a replay and see what happened here. Rob Nicole involved as well. There's a lot to this, so we're not okay, so it looks like multiple wrecks happened. So we're going to find out who is involved. Rewind it just a bit. Oh, right. Question mark. What happened here? So we saw Angel Hernandez get in the wall, and it looks like they checked up a little bit. Looks like the 98 got in the 24 and the 24 got in the 55. And they came down. 24 hits the bottom a little bit, and 55's come down low. Nowhere to go. Why is my SDK doing this? A little bit of a glitch on SDK's part. There we go. Yeah, what happened is 24 just comes up and he T-bones the 70, and the 13 gets heavily involved as well. And I'm thinking there was more after the fact as well. 13 falling down in the middle of the track. Looks like the 26 hit him. Ethan Flanagan and the 92 got into him as well. Rob Nicole plowing through the 92, nowhere to go. And then the 56 got into him. And Rob Nicole flying all the way up to the front stretch almost. We're going to get one more view of this wreck from the turn 3 cam. Yeah, so the wreck's already happened. And then just an absolute plow through. A lot of cars involved. Big crash, so a lot of people are not going to be happy about that. Let's see if we can perhaps get a interview with somebody about that crash. Isaac Danger in the lead. Everyone else must have pitted. I didn't really pay attention to who pitted. Let's see who pitted, because we were not really looking at that. Yeah, so everyone pitted for the most part, except for Isaac. So Isaac is going to retake the lead. I guess he feels he can get the fuel for this run. I'm going to get an interview with somebody. We're going to see if we can get with someone who was doing really good but maybe got in a wreck. We're going to take a look at the interview list. Well, Steve Davis is not on it, so unfortunately not going to hear from him. Ton of cars were in that. Steve Davis was in that. Joe Nidick, unfortunate. We're losing our guys right now. See, more than a few people, they run the 24, so it can be just a little bit confusing. Just a little bit. Oh dear. We are going to have a lot of cars involved in that wreck. But we'll be getting back to green very shortly. A lot of cars, though. Yeah, a lot of cars out. McComas is in the pits. Warman is in the pits. Nidick is out. Going to see if we can get someone who is perhaps out of the race in here with us. Just looking at who is around. I think we'll get Stephen McComas up here if he is in there. Yeah, we'll get him McComas. Steven, this is Joe in the booth. You got me?
What's going on, Joe? How you doing this week?
I'm doing good. Unfortunately, you were one of the people that were
Green, green,
involved
green.
in that quite big wreck. I don't know if you got a chance to see the replay, but what happened in your opinion?
I did go back and look at it because I got 16, 17 minutes of required repairs. So it looked like to me the 24 was a little deep into that corner, got into the back of the 55. You know, it happens. It's a racing incident. But yeah, it just fishtailed both those cars, and I just was unfortunate and got caught up in it.
Yeah, you and Steve Davis were running really good. You know, coming up from the back, you were up 10 positions almost the entire race, so you're having a really good race on your hands. But unfortunately, you know, just caught up in an accident like that. But how was your race going up to that point?
Well, actually, my pit crew after this end of the stage got me 4 spots right there. So you know, you got to give those pit crew guys, those artificial guys, some props for that. But yeah, we pitted early on the first caution just to get some extra fuel to make sure we had some safety net on the stage line because it was going to be kind of close on fuel. And then we had some better tires and allowed us to pass some cars and make up some spots. So it was a pretty good idea. Thanks to my crew chief for making that call.
Yeah, so how are your other teammates doing right now?
Well, I saw Ethan, who got black flagged on a restart there, so he served his penalty. But he came back and made up his lap, and which was a good deal for him at the end of that stage. And Justin Malarkey, he's doing awesome as always. And then I saw Pete manage to get through that wreck as well without getting any damage, so that's good for him. Pete's is doing really good this season as well.
Well, it's always nice to see your teammates do well. I think Ethan actually got in that wreck. He definitely has a lot of damage on the car. Not as much as everybody else, but he's definitely off the pace, so he's probably not going to be heading back up to the front anytime soon.
That stinks, but it's part of racing, right? You can't control everything on the track, so.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but yeah, I mean, you almost got through that, but yeah, you just got T-boned right by the 55. Actually, I think it was 24. But yeah, it's unfortunate. You almost got through it, but well, anything you got to say before we let you out?
Yeah, I'm just going to give a quick shout out to my wife for always letting me do this, and just hoping the Speed Demon pulls a 1-2 now with Pete and Justin up there. So let's see them go and get a good finish to this race.
All right. Well, always got to have the wife's approval, but all right. Well, have a good night, and hopefully your team can get a little bit of a good finish for y'all. But sorry to see you go out like that.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Thanks for giving me a shout. Yeah, thanks for giving me a shout. I'll holler at you later, and thanks for doing what you do up there, bud.
All right, thank you. All right, that was Stephen McComas. Where should I put you?
Speed Demon Motorsports, please.
Speed Demon. All right. Yeah, that was Stephen McComas. He was running really well today, but unfortunately just not able to avoid the wreck. It is unfortunate for him, but sometimes it just happens like that, unfortunately. But, Isaac Danger, who managed to get back up into the top spot, has been passed by Anthony Frey. I'm not sure if anyone took tires there. They might have. But Anthony Frey down in the lead. So he's running a pretty good race so far in the number 6. And I think right now the plan for Isaac, though, is just going to be minimize the amount of people that are going to pass you. Because he's probably not going to be on the best pace right now. He may even have to save just a little bit of fuel. But if you can minimize the amount of people that pass him, even with his damage, he might be able to be in a pretty good competitive position coming into next stage. Derek Schimmel is now one of the highest movers, along with Anthony Frey. Both are up 10 positions. And we're going to be taking him 3 wide. And remember what happened last time. Ooh, blinky blink. 98 going to blink in and out. And John Nidek, haven't really paid attention to him recently. He was doing extremely well, but has fallen back down to 8th place. So not the best going for him right now. We'll see if John is going to be able to recover. Angel Hernandez up to 3rd. And it looks like it's going really slow back there. We see the 2 lap cars of Ethan and Michael Gervey getting past. Well, actually, no, Ethan and Alan Kunis, who is finally back out of the pits. Even though he is many, many, many laps down, he is still fighting for the points. Just want to gobble up as many possible points as you can. And he should be able to maybe get past a few of these cars. Even though he's a lot of laps down, he still might be able to crack maybe the top 15 with that big wreck that happened. Looking at the lines right now, Isaac just fell way back. I'm wondering what happened to him. Because I was looking at him not just a moment ago, and he was doing great, and now what happened to him? I'm trying to figure out how he managed to get all the way back there. Maybe rewind a bit. Ooh. That's why. So he got loose, came down in the 80, got loose. But maybe a little bit of damage, but no harm, no foul for him. So he's going to have to do it all again. And, ooh, Anthony Frey in the wall. It's the 6 car hitting the wall very hard, and Justin Barkley is going to easily take the spot. Frey got extremely slow off of that corner. And yeah, you got to be careful about these walls. This car is much more sensitive as well with the aero. If you mess up the aero on this, the car is not going to be nice to you. This car is much more sensitive than the new car we got. So we got to treat it nice. One car going to be going a lap down. Who is that? That is going to be Matt Forns. He's going to be 1 lap down. I think he's going to be 2 laps down now. Ethan is going to be 1 lap down. Gervey 3 down. McComas in the pits. Warman back on track. Going to be 16 down. Joe Nidick is going to be out of the pits. So is Rob Nicole. He's in the pits, so I think he'll be able to get back into it. Unfortunately, Steve Davis out. He was doing really good. Mike Buckley out as well. Greg Klein out, and Kunis is down 35 laps. But he should be able to maybe get up a few positions. We'll see what he'll be able to do. Connor Darnell. Carter looks like he is trying to imitate a modified. Surprising, though, he is staying on pace as well as he is right now. I mean, he's not going to win the race, probably. But staying on a decent pace, and hey, if more incidents happen, that car, without a front end, might be able to crack the top 10 should more incidents happen, perhaps. We'll keep an eye on Connor, see how he'll do. But Isaac, unfortunately, just has been playing the up and down game. Anthony Frey falling back and falling back more. And I think he's going to probably try to slot in right behind his teammate. Kolb in the wall. Slightly. But able to keep it on going. We're going to be getting 15, 16 to go. This time by for the stage. And then we'll have a long race to the finish. Alright, maybe we'll do another question later on. We got Bush from Stickman. Hello, Stickman. How are you doing today? We do not have Joe Bennett in this race, but thank you for tuning in. Who are you pulling for today? We'll keep an eye on the Twitch chat, see if Stickman will give us his favorite for today. Highest mover right now, Derek Schimmel. Up 8 spots in 8th. That 96 looking pretty good. Unfortunately for Anthony Frey, that wall shot really is slowing him down. We're going to try to get a view on his tire on the right. Yeah, definitely a decent amount of damage. And where is my tire rub? I want that tire to just blow up. But yeah, I'm pretty sure a lot of iRacers would not want to see that happen, because that would be rather annoying, shall we say. And would probably be very, very dangerous. As we can see on board Tony Frey, the right side of the hood definitely poked up, and that's really going to disturb the air coming onto that number 6. Well, if you like Chevy, I'm pretty sure you like how the top spots are running right now. Because look at this. Chevys are 3rd through 10th. So it is a lot of Chevys. I mean, it is a Chevy dominant league. Mostly Chevys. We got, you know, what, 5 Toyotas and what looks like to be 6 Fords. The rest are Chevys. I mean, me being a Ford guy, I'm happy to see Justin Malarkey taking that Ford Mustang right to the front, but the Ford guys need to get going. I mean, we had a Ford on the pole, and he's up in 11th now. He just had not a great day. Only 2 Fords actually on the lead lap. And Ethan Flanagan's off the pace, and he's probably not going to be on pace the rest of the race. So yeah, only 2 Fords on the lead lap, and only 2 Toyotas. That's going to be Thomas Stanley and Angel Hernandez. 13 cars on the lead lap right now. Connor Darnell is the last car on the lead lap. But Matt Forns is going to be in line for Lucky Dog because he is 1 lap down and the only car 1 lap down. So as long as no one else gets lapped, he is going to be in a position to get a Lucky Dog. Not sure how competitive the car is going to be. It is pretty far off pace right now, but we shall see what is in store for Matt Forns in this final stage coming up very, very soon. Angel Hernandez recovering from some earlier incidences, back up to 2nd spot. Taking that Red Bull Toyota, making it look real, real good. Gonna see if he is gonna be able to get his 2nd win on the year. Malarkey has been close, and I'm sure Malarkey is very hungry. He knows he is able to and is capable of winning. So I'm pretty sure he's going to be trying his hardest to get a win today. Angel Hernandez, a little bit in the wall, a little bit of a wiggle, trying to get the Larson line, getting in a little bit into the stones. Yeah, don't want to get in the stones. Kolb, very, very loose. And we have 1 car that's going to be going a lap down. That'll be the 13. That is going to be Eric Warman. So he's going to be in the 17th spot, and he's a lot of laps down. So he's just trying to get some points, avoid getting lapped by other guys that are staying out, and hopefully maybe benefit off a little bit. Nidek giving the 11 a little bit of plastic surgery on the nose of that car. He cut across it, and cut across it pretty bad. He is lucky he did not get turned. Anthony Frey going to be going for the position on the 11. Now, I'm not sure he's going to be that nice to Anthony because his teammate just chopped his nose off pretty good. Anthony Frey should have the position. And we'll be seeing the caution come. Justin Malarkey will win the 2nd stage. Just waiting for the yellows to fly. And should be getting it any moment. Oh, we are going to lap 85. That is my bad. We are 5 laps away from the stage, thinking that the stage is almost over. Well, we're used to even numbers sometimes, but yeah, keep in mind that they did have the 5-lap extra due to cautions. So it makes it more of a long-run stage. But I'm wondering if anyone is going to be coming down pit road. Most of the people did come down pit road. The only person I'm worried about, maybe, with the cars that are out there is... Oh! Thomas Stanley, hard in the wall, blown engine. That's going to be his day done. No caution, but that looked a little shady right there. He's going to be out. He's going to pull it in the grass. Not sure if we're going to get a caution out of this. So let's take a look here. What happened here? We're going to go on board with Thomas Stanley right now. We're going to go slow-mo, go to the cockpit. Oh. I think he lost connection, maybe? I'm wondering there if he lost connection in the wheel. He had to have lost connection in the wheel. Because the wheel's not really moving. And the car just turned dead right. Because you're looking around here. And the wheel just goes out. And Danger extremely lucky that he did not get involved in that. We're going to take a look at the rear real fast of just how close that was. That was so close. So we'll go on the camera. Yeah, he is. I think he may have even gotten tagged from that because he just had nowhere to go. So just a few extra feet. And Tom Stanley would have taken Isaac for a ride that I'm sure he would not have been happy with. And I don't know who that was that went by. I believe that was Connor. Yeah, it was Connor. So we have a caution now for the stage. Justin Markey did win the stage. Stephen McComas entered back in the pit lane. And so did Thomas Stanley. But Thomas Stanley's going to be out of the race. So we're in our fourth caution for today. And I don't think Thomas Stanley is going to want an interview. Maybe we'll be able to hear from his crew chief perhaps. But let's see if we can maybe get some information on Tom Stanley perhaps. Yeah, what I'm thinking here is what happened to Tom is the wheel went out. So, I don't know. I think one person that I am going to give an interview to is, if they are in here, they are not. So, Gary, is Gary in here? Gary is not in here. Well, we will get Isaac in here. Isaac, this is Joe in the booth. You got me?
Yeah, I got you. How you doing?
I'm doing good. I bet you were pretty scared with what happened just a couple laps ago.
Oh, which one you talking about?
Who was it now?
Was it the lawn trip?
56 nearly chopped your bumper off.
Oh, you talking about with was that with Stanley?
Yeah, it appears that he lost his wheel. I bet you were pretty scared right there.
Oh, really? Okay, so I saw it in the rear view mirror, and I felt I had contact. I didn't know what all had happened though.
Yeah, he completely lost it and just got up into the wall. But yeah, how's the race been going? You've been having a up and down day, to say the least.
Oh, for sure, for sure. It's tough. Track position is a lot here, and dirty air is an absolute killer. I don't know. I mean, I got the good pit box, which has helped me already make my way back up to the front one way. It might provide some more use coming in here on the final stage, but you know, right now running like midfield, we'll see if we can try to push that a little bit up.
How much more damage do you have left to repair?
I have no damage to repair.
Huh. That's interesting.
Yeah, I've gotten really lucky tonight. One incident was with, there was a caution that happened right in front of me, and I somehow managed to snake my way through that. But it's been pretty easy going.
All right. Well, good luck in the rest of the race. See if you'll be able to get yourself back up front. Hopefully, you'll be on an up and not a down at the end of the race.
Hopefully. Thank you very much.
All right. See you later, and good luck today. All right, we're going to see if we can get one more interview, perhaps, after the commercial break. This is the Sun Broadcast Racing Network. We're back at Chicago. And we're going to be getting back green soon for the second stage. Keep in mind that about 40 laps is about the max you can run on fuel. We have 60 to go. So we're going to be looking at about a one-stop race. See if there's going to be any cautions that may give anybody any help. We're going to see if we can maybe get a crew chief in here real fast.
Green, green, green.
We might try to grab Chase Harden real fast. Alright, we're going to get Chase Harden up in the broadcast channel. Chase, Mr. Netcode Harden. You got me?
Yes, sir. What's up, Joe?
Alright, so just taking a look at your team and how they're doing right now. North-South. Justin Barkley is the only guy that has not really been bitten by the bad luck bug. So how do you think his chances are to win today? He's been really fast all day.
Yeah, he has. He led a few laps earlier. I've been telling him I think he has the car to win this thing. So hopefully he can bring it home.
So how's everything been going for your team? Matt Forns, not sure if he's going to really be on the pace right now because he seems to be pretty off pace right now with all of his damage. Does he still have a lot of damage to get repaired?
Oh, yeah. I think he told me he was down like 150 RPMs. So his car is totaled.
Yeah, well, I mean, he is at least on the lead lap right now, so he's able to at least get a lot of points and avoid getting lapped by all the people that are behind him. But, overall, for Justin Barkley, what is the plan? Because I'm seeing with the amount of laps we have left, we're only going to be having one pit stop. Do you think you're going to try to split it, try to short pit, long pit, wait for a caution? What are you thinking about?
I don't really know yet. We're gonna see what everybody else does, and then we'll flow off that.
Definitely, because you do have a lot of options. To split the stage, you'd be hitting at about 120, but if you were waiting for a caution, you could probably go to about 130 before a pit stop would be required. But I'll let you head back with your team, and let's see what kind of strategy you'll put them on. So good luck today, and good luck to Justin Barkley, who has definitely been the top star in North-South today.
Thanks, Joe.
All right. That was Chase Harden, the crew chief of North-South. Right now, Justin Barkley is in 4th. The rest of the North-South lineup, Matt Forns is 13th. And looks like Michael Buckley is way far back. He's in 18th. Many, many, many laps down. And Chad Wiggins is in the chat as well. He is out. Yeah, been a mixed bag so far for North-South. One car shining, though. That's going to be Justin Barkley. I'm wondering if he'll be able to get up back there. Pete Van Sprundell. Haven't really been paying attention to him either. I haven't seen him in a while either, driving the Wendy's number 80. He is surprising me right now. I did not expect him to be up here. I really wasn't even paying attention to him. But right now he's in 2nd, so he's made some good moves so far. Derek Schimmel, very far out in the lead right now. Derek Schimmel running a very, very good race. He's been slowly climbing for the pack and has finally made his way up to the front. So keep in mind, everybody, cautions are going to be flying at about 120. And when we hit about 120, expect some pit stops to happen. I can expect some people to maybe try to short pit. 30 is the midway point of the tires and the fuel. You'd have enough to make it. If a caution comes out between probably 100 and anywhere else, expect a good amount of people to come down pit road, especially for tires, because then you can split your stage even better. But I could also see a few people long pitting. Maybe someone like a Matt Forns, who just wants to take advantage of a caution, maybe stick a few people a lap down perhaps. He's going slow. And everyone behind him is going slow as well. So, I mean, they're just hanging around. They're not in any contention to win, but you can see Matt Fornes, if we go on board with him, yeah, he's down quite a bit of power. Still pretty fast, but not enough power to do anything really meaningful. Josh Grosso making some moves. He's going to be going up in the second spot, it looks like. He should be able to get the top side and make the pass. Bottom, as I said before, still not the best place to really make your moves and gain position. It's a good way to lose them, though, as Van Sprundel's going to fall back to third. Going to make one more challenge on the bottom. I'm surprised he did not try to slot in and take that position. Maybe he sees Ethan up there, and he's actually going to try to pinch Grosso, and Grosso's going to get in the 35, so that's why he was doing it. Smart move by Van Sprundel, but I do not think that Grosso is going to be a happy camper about that move right there. Definitely a legal move. It is a legitimate move, but it is not a move that is going to make someone a fan of you. But I can respect a guy getting pinched on a lap car. It's, I mean, you take what you can get. And, you know, I'm just thinking, Josh, he might remember you next time that happens, Pete. So I would imagine that Josh Grosso's not going to forget about Mr. Pete Van Sprundel. But he's still been doing extremely well. Justin Malarkey down at the bottom, just flying on the bottom. Seems like Van Sprundel's just a little bit slower. He has the option to clear, and it looks like he will. He is clear up high. He's still going to dive down low, though. So it seems like they're thinking Pete Van Sprundel's a little bit slow. And Jean Nidek as well is going to take the Severe Weather Country, number 5, to third. But Derek Schimmel, he is moving, and he is going to hit a bunch of lap cars. So let's see how he's going to deal with these lap cars. They're much, much slower. And it looks like they're probably all going to stay down low. As Isaac said earlier, they can get a little bit upset when you're in the draft. But keep in mind, he's getting slowed down by the lap cars right now too, but everybody else is going to have to deal with them too. And this is one car managing to get through all these lap cars. It's going to be a lot worse when everybody else is going to have to deal with them, which is going to be in about half a lap, because here is Justin Malarkey going to have to deal with all the lap cars now. So we can see that Derek lost about 4/10. A little bit more than that, maybe about half a second, dealing with all these lap cars. And the lap cars look a little bit more spread, but not really catching the dirty air like Derek was. He's going to go down low, try to cut a little bit of a draft. So, yeah, probably on the better end for the pack. They definitely did get a chance to close in on Derek. Derek's lead is falling. He is still up by 1.5, though. But everybody's just trying to get by all the lap cars. Everyone's just in line and keeping it straight. Connor Darnell, though, he's been doing pretty decent with that damage. Still managing to hang in at a 10th position spot right now. We see Isaac Danger looking to make passes going, and Matt Fornes is going to be a 1 lap down. So first car a lap down. He's going to be in the back straightaway right now, and Isaac and Connor are in 1 and 2, so they're not really in any danger of going a lap down. But Matt Fornes is 1 lap down and should be the prospective lucky dog if anything goes like it. Anthony Frey down pit road. I'm going to see what he did here. He did not take time. I'm wondering what happened to him, because he was on pit road for a significantly long time. I'm trying to figure out why Anthony went down the pit lane. Because he was down there for quite a long time. Wasn't really paying attention to him. Maybe he got in an incident? I think he got in an incident. Perhaps. Oh. Oh boy. Missed this. Looked like maybe a little bit of net code, perhaps, between Isaac and Anthony. Definitely a lot of damage. He might have had requireds, too. Yeah, definitely a lot of net code. Unfortunate there for Anthony. He was running a great race to start and is falling way off now. There was also an incident that we missed earlier. Gonna see if I can find it real fast. Yeah, it was Alan Kunis, who was way down low. And I think maybe his engine died. So Anthony Frey is going to be in 15th now. It looks like he's going to be, it appears, 8 laps down right now. Unfortunate for Anthony. He was running a great race so far. And he's going to be well out of this race. But everyone that was involved in that wreck earlier, it looks like everybody's managed to get their way back out. Doubt there's going to be really any changes of position. But Schimmel is managing to hold on to his lead. But for how long? Got about a 0.3 of a second lead and rapidly falling. Malarkey seems to be the only guy really able to hang on to him though right now. Everyone else is still pretty far off the pace. Malarkey going to try down low and will maybe get him. 73 on the bottom. Gonna go way down low and pull back out. It's easy to catch a guy, but much, much harder to pass him. The high side, I would say, is still probably the dominant side. So keep in mind, though, we're going to have pit stops in a few. And everything is subject to change, but if Schimmel is this dominant on the next set of tires and can just hold off Justin, Derek's going to be in a pretty good spot to maybe even win the race as we come down to the final 30 laps or so. If you're going to be seeing short pitting, by the way, short pitters, I would assume, are probably going to be starting to come within the next lap or two. You can run about 37 to 38 laps with a fuel run, so keep all that in mind. Justin Malarkey's going to be getting one more shot, it looks like. And maybe he's just going to stay in line, doesn't want a wreck to happen. So with that being said, we are going to take a quick break for the pit stops get started. Maybe if Justin Malarkey, he's going to try one more time. Malarkey down on the bottom, and the bottom just not really working right now. Just so much time lost on the bottom. And Derek is still able to pull him off. We'll go to a break after the caution. Not the caution, the pit stops. We'll go to break after the pit stops. So as we're getting so close to potential pit stops. The longest you can take this car is going to be about to 130. Malarkey gets around, and with all that battling, it allowed John to close up very quickly. So that's a good thing for, I would say, I don't know if that's a good thing. Malarkey gets the lead, but at what cost? He took about a second off everybody. He's going to be able to gap them, so as long as he can gap them, it's not going to be a waste. But John, who finished second last time, is going to be back to second. The 52 going a lap down. Way far down off the laps. Rob Nicole was doing decent, but unfortunately just not able to get anything going with him. Tom Stanley, by the way, in the pits, so maybe we'll be seeing him back on track shortly. Looking around everyone else in the deal with the pits. Yeah, we're definitely going to be seeing pits happening this time. And we see our first taker is going to be Matt Giberson. He has just left the pit lane. So we'll see how much he's able to gain. I'm not sure where he came from on the pits, but we'll keep an eye on Michael Giberson, especially if a caution comes out after pit stops. He'll be in a great position. There we go. Got the pit lane up right now. We'll get that taken care of. And it looks like Rob Nicole is down pit road. He is, though, multiple laps down. So Rob Nicole just trying to finish the race and gain as many spots as possible. And Derek Trimmel's really fallen back now. He is fallen back to third, unfortunately for him, and is losing a lot of time. He's falling off a lot of tires, so it may be a good idea to come down pit road. Vance Brunell down pit road in the number 80. And he's going to take that long drive down pit road. One of the earlier guys to pit. Pitting second. Looking to gain time. Looking to just split it 50-50. 30 laps each way. Rob Nicole still down pit road, by the way. He's been there for over 55 seconds, so he's probably getting some damage repaired. But Vance Brundell off pit road, and that is going to be a 40.9 seconds on pit road with a 15-second pit stop. But everybody else, expect them to come down soon, because it's that point where if you're going to split, you're going to be splitting around this time. And Justin Malarkey and John Nidek also coming down pit road. Nidek gets a little bit of a gain on him. And we got a bunch of cars down pit road. We got John, Justin, Barkley, Andrew Kolb as well. And it looks like that'll be it. Derek Schimmel back to the lead. And we have pit stops. We're going to be seeing who's going to be getting the race off pit road. I have a couple more down pit road. It appears Tom Stanley, Rob Nicole. Rob Nicole just leaving the pits. And let's see, Justin Malarkey off pit road with a 14.7, 41 seconds down pit road. Then we got Nidek, who definitely lost a little bit of time off pit road. Barkley and Kolb outside as well. Kolb had a pretty good pit stop. And then it looks like we have Michael Gervey coming down pit road. And Josh Grosso and Angel Hernandez. The two teammates coming in a lap later. And if we look at the times on these pit roads, well, we actually want to look at the overall time. We'll be seeing that come up in a short bit, so we'll be able to see everything with that. Derek Schimmel down pit road, trying to find his box. And it's going to give the lead to Isaac, who's in the lead for about the third time today. So, up and down day for Isaac. And Carter Darnell, with his kind of damage, I'm assuming that he's just going to stay out and run as long as possible. I mean, he's not going to win on a fuel strategy, but if he can trap a couple cars a lap down, it would definitely work out for him. I'm actually surprised that more cars aren't a lap down, considering how long a pit stop takes. I mean, it's 40 seconds. That's over a lap, but Connor must have been pretty far back then. Didn't even really put anyone a lap down. But still running very, very slow. Danger down pit road. He pits a little bit later. Not sure if that's going to really help him or not. Depends on the fall off. the fall off ain't that great, he might be able to make it work, but it just depends. It just depends. So danger down pit road. Connor is still staying out. Maybe we can... I mean, we don't really need to talk to anybody about this one because Connor Darnell, we know he's not going to be out here for that long. He hadn't even trapped anyone down on the lap, I don't think. He has a 15-second lead, but it's not going to stay like that for long. So we can assume, as of right now, that Justin Malarkey is race leader, just not officially. Pete Van Sprundell pitted the earliest by a couple laps. He's going to be in 4th. These two, Angel Hernandez and Josh Grosso, they pitted a few laps later. Angel in the wall. Going to fall back, going to let his teammate by, and he's going to fall back. That is not good for Angel Hernandez. Connor Darnell still staying out there. He probably can run about another 5 laps if he is saving. Time to look, and Darnell is finally down pit road. Time to look at the pit stop times now. If they will come up, they will not. Got the first few that have come up, actually, though, so should be seeing that in a few. But, yeah, Van Sprundell had a great 41 seconds on pit road. He went through pit road very, very fast. So we'll check back at that in a few laps while everything is settled. This might be the battle for the lead. We're going to take a quick break and be right back on the Southern Broadcast Race Network. This is our final break, and then we'll be flag to flag for the final 20 or so laps. We're actually going to hold off on that break really fast, because as soon as we were about to go, we had a pass almost for the lead. Looks like John is really looking for that first win. And John might be falling back a little bit real quick, so we'll try to make this break fast and make it quick. This is the Southern Broadcast Race Network. Caution is on the speedway for Connor Darnell. I'm trying to figure out what happened with him. I'm thinking maybe he came down pit road and forgot to fuel it up. I have no clue. Get in the cockpit, see maybe if you lost any fuel pressure, perhaps. We're going to go on board with him real fast. See what happened. Yeah, it's not sure what happened with him. Just interesting. But we have another crash. It appears to be McComas. Wonder what happened with him. Oh! I don't know what he was doing down there. Yeah, John probably wasn't paying a lot of attention, but you can't be down there, especially when you're that far a lap down. So, can't say I really feel sorry for him. And that's definitely going to mess up the 5. Definitely going to give him some damage, and he's going to be far off now. Wonder if there's any damage to the 5, perhaps. Doesn't appear so. But I cannot imagine he's going to be a very happy camper. Alright, we're back I can see what you mean by the overlay. I could not tell you why it looks like that. Appears that he had his fuel unchecked and he ran out. So I see what the problem is with the overlay. Let's see if the same problem is with the tower. Well, that is strange. I have no idea why that is doing that. Thank you for pointing that out, but I don't know why it's doing that. We haven't had that problem before. I mean, I've had a bunch of broadcasts before, and it's never done that. So maybe that is a iRacing issue. I do not know, but we'll avoid running the tower for now, and we'll just run the swoop. At least with that, y'all can see the laps left and everything going through. But yeah, I don't know why the overlay looks like that. We will try to get that fixed for next race. Yeah, I can't really figure out why. We're trying to fix the issue right now in race. That is strange. Well, thank you for pointing that out. Yeah, that is not what's showing up on my screen, so thank you for pointing that out. That is unfortunate. Well, work for problems, I suppose. All right. Pace car lights are off. Who pitted? Let's take a quick peek at that. Everybody came down pit road. So that is what we're going to be looking at. But hey, Pete Van Sprundel has managed to get himself into the lead. And
Green,
what
green,
a better
green.
car to do it in, because he's got 16 to go. Trying to deny Justin Malarkey another chance at a win. Got Josh Grosso, who's been in his fair share of incidents today. And they're not going to waste any time. 3 wide almost. Van Sprundel has been running a quite clean race. Nobody's really gotten into him, but keep an eye on Derek Schimmel, who's been amazing on the short run. Oh, Grosso, a little bit loose. Grosso a little bit loose off that corner. I don't know who got into who, but not good for Josh. That's going to put him out of contention probably. He's going to have a lot of work to do if he wants to get back up there, but Pete Van Sprundel will take advantage. But Derek Schimmel making his way through, and this is probably the best case scenario for him. He's been so fast on short run and has managed to get himself up a lot of positions too. Take advantage while you can, because I think Derek Schimmel might have a chance to win this race. He's going to put a lot of pressure on Pete Van Sprundel, but if he can manage to just hang it on, gives him a little bit of a bump, a little bit loose. Pete Van Sprundel gets in the wall, and guess what? He's not going to be nice to Derek now. 3 wide, down the back straightaway into turn 3. And Malarkey looking like he might be making a challenge too. He shuffled Sprundel out of the way, but just allowed the 57 to get on by. The 57 takes the lead, going to block the 73. And just saying, Pete Van Sprundel, if he gets back up to you, Derek, don't expect him to be nice. But as that's been said, Justin Barkley going to be taking the lead, and Derek is all over the rear end. He's hoping that the same fate does not happen to him as, the 57 in the wall, and the 96 gets into him. And the 80 around, and the 8 around as well.
Yellow flag.
11 around, and the 32. Oh my goodness, lots of caution. Malarkey is the leader, but we have a ton of wrecks. We're going to take a look at a few of these. Caution is out on the speedway. Let's take a look at the first crash. That's the 57, Justin Barkley. Whoops. All right, so Justin Barkley looks like gets in the wall unassisted. 98 gives him a big hit, and that's going to really make it bad for the 98. Now, let's take a look at the 57. So the 57 just lost it, could not hold on to it. Gets in the wall, but that's all that happens to him. Now let's go to the 8. So the 80 comes and cuts down on the 11. And the 11 gets loose, and the 30, and that's really the 8. Nidek got in him a little bit, but looks like it's not too terrible. Did the 42 manage to avoid him? 42 sideways manages to avoid him. Then the 32 coming back up the track gets in the Kolb. Angel Hernandez with a great save. And then Pete Van Sprundell looks like he got through okay. Let's go on board with Angel Hernandez through that crash. A lot of evasive maneuvers, but Angel Hernandez going to be in a good position. And I can assure you a few people are going to be coming down pit lane as well. So Pete Van Sprundell, with that accident, is going to take tires. And there's a lot of cars who are going to be in a good position. Justin Malarkey did not pit. He's going to be in a pretty decent position. Schimmel has some damage to his front end. Let's take a look here at the 5. The 5 looks a little bit better. Van Sprundell's in 4th. Got some lap cars pitting. Andrew Kolb, big damage to the 11. Isaac Danger. Ooh, what happened to Isaac? We're going to have to rewind just a little bit. I'm wondering what happened to Isaac, because I did not see Isaac crash. Oh, we had an incident on pit road. So he's riding the 42's bumper. What on earth happened there? So the 36. Hang on, we got to find the 36 on this. Michael Gervey, what happened with him? Let's go on board with him, because that was strange. Are we texting and driving? What are we doing here? Oh, man. That's probably going to be a penalty. It's probably going to be a sizable penalty, too. I mean, you're looking at that on Isaac Danger's part. You're just running the 48, running right by the 42, and just out of nowhere. So that's going to cost not only the 42, but also the 98 probably a chance to win. Angel Hernandez still lapped down. Maybe he had required repairs. So everything is being turned upside down here. I have no idea what happened with the 36, but Michael Gervey is not in the race anymore. So I'm wondering if anything happened with him. Maybe he got told to park it. Not sure, but we shall see. Justin Malarkey, cleanest car in front right now, but did not pit. Quick check on who pitted. It appears that Van Sprundell, Kolb, Danger, Grosso, and Giberson, they all pitted. So we'll see if that'll make a difference. But if I'm looking at somebody, I'm looking at Van Sprundell right now. He has the cleanest car.
Green flag, green flag.
So if I think anyone's going to win, I think it's going to be Pete. Let's see what we have. Green flag back in the air. 7 laps to go. Got a ton of damaged cars, and Sprundell's on new tires, so he's going to want to make it go as fast as possible. Yellow flag. And that is going to be between some lap cars, Ethan and Forns, some net code, and that's going to bring McComas around as well. Believe he got into another car as well, the 13, it appears. Yeah, unfortunate net code for the 13. Yeah, I'm trying to... Yeah, it looked like a little bit of net code. We're going to go see if we can get a view from Ethan, maybe another view. See if we can get a better view of that wreck. From the chopper... maybe just a little bit in the mat and just lost it. Know where you could go. And it's in between 2 lap cars, especially if you have new tires. Not something that you want to see. So Van Sprundell manages to get 1 position at least off that caution, which probably the best thing that could happen to him. Because then he's going to be able to get right off the leader. So not going to be held up on the back. Or actually not on the back, but on the top side. Nidek is going to be 4th. Grosso 5th. His rear is just really hiked up there right now. Connor Darnell. Going to be getting a lap back. Still going to be 2 down, though. Forens ain't going to pit, so won't make a difference on him. Giberson, Danger, Kolb, and that's it, entered the pits. Looks like they're all fixing damage. Alright. Time to see if anyone wants to talk to us. Who do we think wants to talk to us? Maybe we'll get... maybe Andrew Kolb, perhaps, if he wants to talk to us. In Super Serial Racing, Andrew Kolb. Andrew, this is Joe in the booth. You got me?
Hey, Joe. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Y'all have had a very interesting last few laps. You gotten caught up in some incidents. You just came out of the pits, but you're going to be 6th for this restart. Not sure if you're really going to be competitive or not, but what are you thinking starting 5th?
It will not be competitive. I got a lot of damage still. Getting cut off a couple times tonight and put me back, but good race so far.
You think Derek Schimmel, who's had a equally good race, is going to be more competitive than you? I mean, he has some damage, but I thought he's farther ahead than you were.
He definitely is a little bit quicker tonight. Hopefully he can get back up there. He just had a black flag. So hopefully he rips the top or gets back up there.
Yeah, there's a lot of damage in the front. Looks like the only 2 cars that aren't damaged is Justin Malarkey and Pete Van Sprundell. He's in 2nd, so it looks like Nidek may be all right too, but it's definitely going to be a competitive top end. So who knows? Maybe if the top end gets in the wreck, he'll still have a chance. because there's a lot of people that are beat up. Don't want to have any of the top guys reveal any secrets of what they're going to do today. But how's the race been for you so far, other than it being a little bit bumpy?
Other than the bumpy ride, it's been fun. Track's amazing. I like running that high groove, and everybody's been doing a pretty good job of keeping it clean.
All right. Well, 3 laps to go. We're going to be getting a green, white, checkered. We have 2 of them, so we'll see what'll happen. But
We will.
with everything how it looks like you're going to be in a good position for perhaps a top 5.
We'll take it. We'll take it. Top 10. If I can get out of here with a good top 10, I'll take it.
Yeah, you and Isaac up there, you have no rear bumper and he has no front bumper.
Perfect.
So row 3 will be the no bumper line, but
Yep.
good luck in the final bit, and who knows, maybe some luck will fall upon you, and who knows.
Let's hope. Let's hope.
All right, Super Serial or
Yes, sir. Thank you.
all right, see ya. Good luck. All right, that was Andrew Kolb. Don't want to bring up any of the top guys in here. Don't want them to spoil any of their secrets. So, who do you got with 2 laps to go? Do you have the fresh tires of Pete? Do you have Justin Malarkey, who has been close all the time? Do you have John Nidek, maybe, who's going to pull it off? Or do you even have Josh Grosso, who has had his fair share of incidents today? It's going to be 3 laps to go this time by 2 laps to go now. Green flag in the air and a great restart by Justin Malarkey. What Pete Van Sprundell does not want, though, is he does not want to get side by side with another car. He's going to have the advantage with the brand new tires, and Pete is going to have to take it. He's going to have to run off the back straightaway with the draft. Down the back straightaway, it's going to be Nidek and Grosso for 3rd, but they're not going to be in the competition. Pete Van Sprundell going to be creeping just a little bit closer on the 73. He's going to go down low and try to rail it off the corner. White flag in the air, 1 lap to go. Justin Malarkey goes down low, but the problem with these cars is you can only get so much power. He's probably got that thing down to the floor and is not letting it go. So one time where maybe old tires can help. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Pete Van Sprundell with the brand new tires. Down low. Might have a run on Malarkey. Gonna try to go down the line. He just won't have enough. Just a few laps short. And Justin Malarkey will come home first. Pete will come home first. Pete Sprundell will finish in 2nd. John Nidek barely edging out Josh Grosso for the 3rd spot. Look at that finish for 3rd. It was a very, very, very close finish. Just managing to get the interview spot. Woo-wee. And a little bit of an incident at the end of the race. What do you have here? Maybe a little bit of a tap. Ooh, that's we're having a few after race incidents. I'm really wondering what's happened here. So that looked like the 96, who sent it like it was Bathurst right in the wall. And he finished in 5th, though, so good job for Derek, finishing 5th. Justin Malarkey, we're going to see if we can get a view of him getting his donuts done. I don't know if he even did donuts. We'll take a look here. But yeah, we're going to get the interviews done, so let's go with... who shall we do first? See if anyone's going to be coming up to get in the waiting room. We'll just give them a moment. But it was a great race. We had a lot of incidents, though, and very interested to see what's going to happen to a few drivers today. Definitely the highest incident-filled race that we had today. Not a lot of cars finished on the lead lap. So, I think that caution, though, for Pete is the one thing he did not want to happen, because Pete definitely had the car to pass him with the tires, and I think just a couple more laps if that caution didn't come out, he would have had the chance. Got John Nadick in the podium finishers. We'll get an interview with him. John, this is Joe in the booth. You got me?
Hey, buddy. How you doing?
I'm doing good. So, was the damage giving you any effect? I mean, I know it didn't look like you had a lot of damage, but you still finished third. Do you think you would have had a chance if you didn't get into? I don't remember who that was that got into the wall, but you did get into a car that got into a wall earlier.
Um, I had 1 point. I had a second and a half of damage from that, so it was very minimal. My issue was coming on the pit road, having a lapped car speed up on my inside and blocking my entrance to pit road.
Yes, I did see that. Even
To
heard
me,
it on
that
the radio just a little bit, even though I have the radio muted. But I mean, honestly, I can't blame him for getting sent up in the wall like he did.
yeah, I mean, it's I don't quite understand that move. That's the second week in a row from that team that I've been hit. So I'm not really feeling it right now, to be honest with you. Um, there at the end of the race with like, I don't know, 7 to go, something like that, my shifter actually came off of the mount. I had to hold it with my right hand and try to shift, and then I could set it down. But yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, unfortunately, just a little bit of misfortune. Yeah, because I was looking at I was reviewing a wreck, the wreck that happened, and then I saw McComas crash. I was like, oh, what happened there? And I'm just like, oh, what's he doing? Just kind of sitting there. Like I was thinking, is he supposed to get the lucky dog or something? But you can't be sitting down there when people are expected to pit.
I mean, that's just he said he didn't do it on purpose, okay?
I mean,
And
accidents
the whole
happen.
time, right, and the whole time I've been running the MDOT, I've never had an issue with Stephen McComas.
Well,
So,
accidents happen, I
eh,
guess.
if he didn't mean to do it, it was just a bonehead move. But
Yeah,
like you said, it happens. I'm just happy with coming in third.
yeah, you've had a lot of
Just
good finishes.
yeah, and I tell you what, I really enjoyed running up front with some of these guys. And another thing too, Kolb is mad at me. I need to go back and watch the replay. There was a situation where I was coming up on the outside of Pete Van Sprundle, number 80, and Kolb was to my right side, and Pete made a quick move, and I had to try to avoid him. And I think that put Kolb in a very bad spot. I didn't mean to do that. I was just trying to avoid.
Well, considering some of the other incidents that happened today, I'm pretty sure anything that happened with you is probably going to be, let's say, overshadowed.
Yeah. Well, Kolb has given me like he has been great to race around,
Yeah,
and
Cole's
he's
been
given me
running
a lot
really
of
well.
breaks. Yeah, yeah, and I hate that. I mean, I think it was one of those racing deals, and I mean, I don't know. But other than, anyways, it was a fun race. I really enjoyed it. It was a lot of fun racing with Malarkey. Man, he's a class act, great driver.
Yeah,
So
you
I
and
just really
Malarkey,
enjoyed it.
you two have been up there pretty much every race.
And hopefully we can continue on,
Yeah,
That'd be a lot of fun.
Malarkey finally got his first win. Maybe you're next in line very soon.
Oh man, I tell you what, last season in ARCA, I finished second like 5 times in a row. So I don't really see a win coming anytime soon.
Well, hey, I mean, second place still. That is still a lot of points, and still a very good chance at winning championships. So, anyone
Yeah.
to shout out before we head on to our next person?
Yeah, I want to say thank you to my sponsor, Severe Weather Country. If anybody feels so inclined, go online on Google, punch them in, and there's videos of their tours. It's a lot of fun. Storm chasing would be really, really cool to do. Maybe one day I will. But I want to give a shout out to my parents. They watch religiously every week. My kids and my wife, my friends, and all the men and women who protect us and keep us safe. Thanks a lot.
All right. Well, we'll see you on the 9th for Watkins Glen, the first road course of the season. So, good job today. Good job on the 3rd.
All right, thanks, brother. Have a good night.
You too. All right, Mr. Malarkey. Hello there.
Hello.
All right, well, after a few third place finishes, you finally come out with a win. How does that feel today?
It feels really good. It's been a really long time, actually. Long time coming. So it was nice to hopefully get this monkey off the back.
Yeah, that's great, man. Happy to see you win because yeah, you've been really good. I mean, you were great at Daytona. You were great at Auto Club, and you've been continuing to have great finishes. So definitely been in a great position. I think you might have a chance to be places at the end of the season. Let's say that. But I think staying out of incidents was the key today, and you did that. You had a brand new car, looked like it just came off the truck.
Yeah, it's always the goal, especially in these draft package cars, to just try and keep those fenders clean. Yeah, if you get any little damage, sometimes it could really bother you. I know some people got caught up in some earlier incidents, so that's unfortunate for them. We've all been there before, and it's no fun. But yeah, other than that, it worked out good. There was a lot of different cars coming and going tonight. I know Derek had a really nice lead at one time, and Pete at the end there, he was coming. He was almost to my quarter panel. That would have been really interesting if he was right to that quarter panel coming out of that turn. That was going to be a really, really, really close finish, even closer than when it was. He had me nervous.
It would have been interesting because Pete had new tires, and luckily with these cars, new tires aren't as much of an advantage as they would be in say a next gen. But I'd say that caution that happened between Forns and Ethan definitely saved you because it made it that a few last laps had to be ran, and hey, take the good luck when you can get it, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we were kind of discussing that on the radio there about with the tires having heat in them for 1 or 2 laps, knock that looseness out of them versus that first turn or two could be a little treacherous there on the cold tires. So it luckily it all worked out. There wasn't too much more to go. I wanted to make sure I didn't give him the outside, but I didn't want to give him too much of the inside. So
Yeah,
it kind of worked out.
the outside seemed to be a lot better, except to maybe near the end of the race.
Yeah, these cars with the draft and the way it works, if you get stuck on the inside, you could sometimes get freight trained and you're just burning your stuff up, and you just got to try and stay so patient sometimes, even though you might be checking up a little more on the outside. You're just trying to just to keep from pinching that car down and scrubbing that speed off.
All right. Well, you won the race. Yeah, finally got it. So, what do you got for your shoutouts?
Yeah, I know all my family's up watching a high school football game right now, opening night. So hopefully, my nephew's scoring some touchdowns. Everyone will be excited, and definitely have to give some remembrance. We had a aunt in our family who passed away a couple days ago, and she was just a great family member. So hopefully, this helps everyone be a little happier, and we'll go from there.
All right. Well, hopefully everyone will have a nice broadcast to come back to when
I
they all
think
get
so.
back. I think they'll
You'll be
enjoy
getting
seeing you winning.
hopefully a lot of views coming in. They always say don't say anything so that they can watch it in peace when they get home.
Yeah.
They don't want to know anything, so
Yeah,
they'll be
unfortunately,
excited.
our UI got a little messed up. We got to get that fixed. But other than that being a little goofy, we had a good race. All
It
right.
happens.
Well,
Everything will be good, and we'll see you, I think, in 2 weeks.
2 weeks. Watkins Glen, what do you think?
Um, just got to get the brakes under control and keep it on track. That's half the battle. Like you said earlier, just keep it clean, and you should be able to finish decent.
All right, sounds good. We're going to get an interview with Pete Van Sprundell, and we'll be out of here. So nice talking to you, and congrats on the win.
All right, we'll see you soon. Thank you.
All right. Pete, this is Joe. You got me? Pete, this is Joe. Do you got me?
Hey, just coming back.
All right, Pete. Had a good race, but the new tires just weren't enough to get you to first. Tell us about your race. You kept it pretty clean and managed to finish second. Even gained a bunch of spots, up 10.
Yeah, I bumped the wall a few times. Might have did a little better. And I wanted to give Justin some room on the end. I wasn't going to crash my teammate for a finish.
Well, the two teammates coming home pretty well. I mean, compared to how some of the other teammates did today. So it was a good finish for the team, 1-2. But
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
how was? Do you think you might have had a chance of that caution didn't come out with like 6 to go?
No.
You don't think you would have had a better chance? Because I mean, you were gaining the last couple laps.
Yeah, towards the end, I had a little fender damage, and people were gaining on me. So I was waiting to get past when the caution came out.
I mean, yeah, you still ran a great race. I wasn't really paying much attention to you the first half of the race, and then the next half you're up in the top 3-4 pretty much the entire time. So you ran a very good second part of the race.
Yeah, I like the long runs. Not too many cautions. I usually do better on long runs.
Yeah, I believe you're also one of the first people to pit as well, so that really helped benefit you, even gaining a couple extra spots on pit road.
Yeah, it was my lucky day.
Well, hey, maybe next week it'll be a win, perhaps, because second place, can't be too unhappy about that. But you got any shout-outs today?
Yeah, thanks. It was fun. I just shout out to my team. We work well together.
All right, well, I'll tell you what. You're from New York. You got your home race coming up in 2 weeks. What do you think about Watkins Glen?
I like it. We've done so many laps around that track. It's a fun track. I personally don't think I'm very good at it, but I really enjoy it.
All right. Well, hey, we'll see if you can get a hometown win in 2 weeks' time. But good race today, and we will see you on the 9th.
Thank you. Have a good weekend.
You too. All right, that was Pete Van Sprundell from Long Island, New York, finishing in second. All right, guys. Sorry for the little bit of the UI issues. We'll try to get that figured out. One more time, if you want to check out our sponsor of today's race, make sure you check out Brick City Plumbing. And they sponsor the race for today, so make sure you check them out. Great sponsor. So, with that being said, let's go over the quick finishing lineup really fast. Unfortunately, a lot of cars were involved in wrecks, but we'll let the things scroll on by while we get that taken care of. All right. First place is going to be Justin Malarkey. Second is going to be Pete Van Sprundell. Third is going to be John Nidek. And fourth is going to be Josh Grosso. Fifth is going to be our highest mover. Someone who I thought may have a chance to win is going to be Derek Schimmel. Sixth is going to be Isaac Danger, who managed to have a very interesting race and finish with a car that was much less of a car than what it was when it started. Giberson will finish in seventh, and Andrew Cole will finish eighth, the last car on the lead lap. Matt Forens, who was battling engine issues all day, will finish in ninth, one lap down. Connor Darnell, who was damaged right from the start, will finish 2 laps down in 10th. So great run. Shows what you can be staying out. Anthony Frey will finish 11th, 6 laps down. Ethan Flanagan, 6 laps down in 12th. Andrew Hernandez is going to be 7 laps down in 13th. And Matt Barkley is going to be 7 laps down in 14th. Michael Gervey is going to be out of the race. I don't know what happened to him. He may have gotten DQ'd. 16th is going to be Warman in 18th laps down. Mike Buckley is going to be 30 laps down in 17th. Thomas Stanley is going to be out of the race in 18th. McComas is out in 19th. Nicole out in 20th. Kunis out in 21st. Joe Nidek is going to be out in 22nd. Steve Davis, who was running amazing before he got involved in a wreck, 23rd. Greg Klein, 24th. Chad Wiggins, 25th. And Matt Gusty is going to be in 26th position. Thank you, everybody, for tuning into the Southern Broadcast Race Network for today's race. We'll be back in 2 weeks' time for the Watkins Glen race. That is going to be the Goose Chase 65 presented by Maverick. Going to be 65 laps at Watkins Glen, so that's going to be a long race at the New York Road Course. Thank you to everybody we interviewed today, and thank you everyone for watching today's race. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure you guys tune in Sunday for Num Thumbs Racing. They're going to be finishing up their playoffs. They have a few races left to go in that. That'll be our next broadcast on Sunday. With that being said, thank you everyone for watching. Have a great day. This is Joe Robert with SBRN saying goodbye, and we will see you next time. You'll see me on the 9th for Watkins Glen. Good night, everybody. This is the Southern Broadcast Racing Network.